Hello, I just wanted to do a quick video because I'm not doing One Book July this year per se because I don't feel like I'm kind of ready for it. I'm still making my planner be what I need it to be able to have a month of either working with it every day or helping it guide my life every day. I haven't really finished setting it up to the point at which I feel like I'm ready to use it properly. But if I consider that One Book July could be a month of me focusing on setting up my planner, then that could be a good use for that month, although I'd be starting it a couple of weeks in. So maybe I'll do One Book August and focus on the rest of July being the time when I prepare my planner to be what I need it to be able to let it help me run my life effectively. So I just wanted to show you what I'm doing today to get to that stage. I am just trying to kind of get a system going. I had a bullet journal because that's the format of planner that I'm using at the moment. I had one many years ago where I had a system that when I was preparing for the coming month, I would reference this page and that page and this page and that page to be able to factor all of the various things in from various different collections that I needed to put together to know what I needed to focus on that month. So for example, I might have a year planner, and that would be the first thing I look at because it tells me what I've got coming up and what appointments I've booked and that sort of thing. And then the second page might be something for a major focus in my life, like a major project or a goal. And so I take things out of my year planner, and then I take things out of that goals or project page, and I put them into, this month's page, and other pages I bring into this month's page. And that system worked really well for me because I knew exactly where I needed to look to pull all of the parts from various different sections, various different pages together to be able to focus on what I needed to do that month, pulling it all into one page to look at and not the various different separated collections that would have been too spread out for me to be able to reference effectively. So that's what I've been trying to set up. So I went through a couple of my old bullet journals and really considered what I needed and what priority they had. So I made a scrappy piece of paper with some stuff on it to just write down what sections I had for planning and then give them a priority order. And then I did this months and months ago, so I reevaluated it today based on my current needs, and that's what I've been looking at. So I'm not going to show you the whole bullet journal because I don't want to focus on that too much. I'll do a setup properly another time, but I have monthly pages, and that's what I'm focusing on. And this is where I'm going to pull everything together from. So I've got this pretty piece of paper here, which is where I'm writing a list of things that I need to focus on. So I've essentially distilled what's on this piece of paper down onto here, so that I know what pages in my bullet journal I need to reference to bring it all into my monthly page. So the first thing that I have is the monthly page itself. I would have my appointments on it. So for example, these appointments I don't have many of. I work 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. So that is my time taken up. But then other things that take up my time. So I know I don't have time to do stuff that day when I am busy. That is something that is going to be something I need to reference, so I know that I don't have time to do things that evening or that morning or whatever. So that's the first thing I'd reference, and that's on the monthly page itself. The second thing I'd reference is on page 37 to 38. Oops. And this is kind of like a yearly planner, but simpler, in that when I'm using a monthly page instead of a yearly page, I'm not necessarily looking forward to the future months, because I'm not necessarily flicking to September or rather August. You know, if I'm in July, I'm not necessarily looking at August, and yet if there's something that I need to prepare for in July for August, like for my brother's birthday, so I need to think about what I'm going to do for his birthday in July, I need to be able to have a look at a glance at some sort of yearly overview and bring it into the various months. So if there's something I need to prepare for that is a major task that might need a few months of preparation, like Christmas, I might want to start thinking about that several months in advance. I can look at this and pull that into the current month. So this is, I think, it's not the most effective system, but it's simpler than a yearly overview, which is good, because a yearly overview is possibly going to have too much information on it, whereas this is just events and deadlines that I need to prepare for, whereas everything else goes onto my monthly pages. And to be honest, there's not much in my future monthly pages that I would need to reference, that I need to know ahead of time. Apart from if somebody were to say, are you busy on whatever date in the future, I could have a quick look, but these are the things that I really need to focus on. So this is all I need to consider. So then that, for example, stuff for my brother's birthday, I would then take into my July page. The next thing is like sort of project planner. So I haven't got it set up, but project planner in which I can look at what I absolutely need to do. So these aren't projects like things I want to do, these are things I need to do. So that is what I need to actually factor in around the the mandatory, I can't say the other word, obligatory, there we go, things of what is taking up my time and what is the major things I need to focus on. The next most important things are these major projects which I must do, and they can be factored in around the appointments and stuff I've got scheduled that take up my time, and these major things I've got to prepare for. Because if you are, let's say, 2 weeks ahead of a major thing like a family member's birthday, you have to keep that in mind and work on it, whereas maybe some of the other stuff that is for a major project can be a little bit more flexible and can be done around that. I suppose it depends on what your priority is. If you've got your own business, that might take more priority than preparing for a birthday. It depends on your priority, but for me, depending on what stage I'm at with my projects, that could be a little bit more flexible than me preparing, or at least constantly thinking about somebody's birthday or something. The next things aren't as priority, and so they don't necessarily come in an order, but you'll notice here that I've got lots of numbers, and I've shown you this before if you've watched this video, in that I have this page here, which is just, it tells me when I need to do my recurring tasks based on what week I'm on in the month. So if it's a week 1 Monday, I have to go to the gym, and if it's a week 1 Tuesday, I have to change my pillowcase, that kind of thing. So I put it all on here. And so those are things that I should do, because if I do them on the day I'm supposed to do them, it saves me having to do them in future. It saves me not having done something I should do, which may have a negative effect in the future. If I need to do them all on a busy day, that could take up my time, or if I didn't get to them anyway, that might mean that I'm suffering from not having done them, that kind of thing. So those are things I should do. But if, for example, I'm out on an evening, like when I'm going to Six the musical, I'm not going to factor any of those things in because I'm going to be busy and out. So those things go around everything else. And then I've got my currently page, which is, if I can find it, there. I'm not really integrating these into my plans, so I really need to do them, but they're like projects, fun projects, which aren't as high priority as the projects, because I would migrate to the fun ones straight away and they are not a priority, whereas my projects are more of a priority, although those things aren't actually getting done much. And my ongoing to-dos and anything else I need to take into my monthly plans, because otherwise they just get forgotten about. So they go on there. And my catch up and future to-dos, I can't remember what page that's on. They are things that I took from my bullet journal page where I didn't actually get to them, and I've just put them all on this page. So it's like a someday maybe section, and I should put 1 or 2 of them onto my July or whatever month plan. So that is where I am currently. And then also, if I had goals, I have got goals, but they're not ready to be integrated into my monthly pages. But if I had goals, I would also add the goals, the specific goal actions, into my monthly planner. So this is currently my goals spread. I haven't done the right hand page because I know what I need to do for kind of my resolutions, which is on the left, but I haven't done my goals because I don't really know how to break them down. So I would factor them in. So the most important thing about this spread is that I give them specific deadlines or days on which I can do them, because otherwise I'm just going to put them off and off and off. So, for example, if I were to just write on here, and this is something that I'm thinking about now, if I were to write on here, brother's birthday, and that's what I need to think about and action, I need to break that down into action steps. But not only do I need to break it down into action steps, I shouldn't just write something like think about Matt's birthday. I should actually write buy Matthew a birthday present. I should write on a specific day that I need to do that. So for example, I could do that if I've already know what I'm going to buy him and know where I'm going to get it from. I could do it on an evening if I'm buying it online, or at the weekend when I am going to go to the shops. But that is something that I need to factor in, because I was going to use all of these boxes that aren't taken up by an actual day on the month grid to put in kind of sections where I say, okay, so this month is for this major these 2 boxes are for this major project, and then I've got this box for something else. I need to actually give those specific dates to do them on, or else I won't actually do them. So then what I might do is write them down on here, but then sit down and think about when can I actually do them, and then write them on here. So I might have like a symbol, because I'm using ticklers. The numbers are ticklers, the bullets are ticklers to indicate, look on this list where I actually write things out properly. So I could write out, what I need to do to prepare for my brother's birthday, and then have some sort of symbol which indicates look up there, and then I can see what I need to do. So that's something I've got to factor into. So that's all I wanted to tell you about. I didn't want to show you a finished product because I don't know if I'm ever going to be happy happy with the way I've set up this planner. So I just wanted to show you what I'm up to now, seeing as how I haven't made a video in ages, and also I haven't made one for One Book July. So thanks for watching, and if I get something interesting to show you about my planner in future, I will. But other than that, I might show you a video on my desk, because I've got a new desk, but it's very messy. So yes, thank you for watching. Bye.